DDG, I think this is our first time actually having a conversation. I feel like I know you because I see you online all the time. Do you come across that where people feel like they actually know you?
Yeah, all the time.
And you're like, but I don't really know you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just feel like you've done such a great job with your presence, you know, clearly.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have aspirations to try to become a streamer. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, what's the hardest part about it in general?
I mean, it's long hours, you know. It's like a real job.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it's more fun than the typical 9 to 5.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. You know what? I was talking to Katrina before you walked in here, and I was like, you know, when you're streaming and you're doing everything, you don't get worried like, oh, I might fart. I might do something that's going to throw me off a little bit. Like, you know.
Nah. I mean,
never had those worries even in the beginning before, like you really, really got into it?
It depends on what get clipped. You know what I mean? That's what it's really about. So, like, you can fart, but if they don't clip it, only, you know what I'm saying? Only the people that was there gonna know.
Yeah. Damn.
And them like your peoples. You know
so
what I mean?
they're going to look out.
Yeah, they're going to look out. They're like, oh, it's okay.
It's all right. It's okay. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. It's a little fart.
Let's talk about music, because for me, to be honest, I knew you first as an artist. Streaming came later as far as like seeing this other side of you. But, you know, for a lot of us, it was music. So let's talk about your new song, Speed. Who did you like working with more, Ty Dolla $ign or Rich the Kid?
Well, they both like equal. You know, everybody cool. Ty Dolla $ign actually pulled up with the record done with Rich the Kid and him. And I told him, let me get that record. And then I made it my own.
And that was it. That's nice.
That's it, yeah.
You have nice friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're nice too, because you'll offer somebody $2 million just for a quick little cameo, right? Like, huh? Well, we'll get to that. Okay, so right now, if you had to hang out with either Ty Dolla $ign or Rich the Kid, just to hang out.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Why?
I'd party with Ty Dolla $ign before.
Yeah.
Yeah. You create good vibes, you know?
Great conversation too.
Yeah. Rich the Kid got a girl. No, I'm single. So,
you could be a third wheel.
Nah, I don't do third wheeling.
Why? You could be supportive.
Nah, can't do that.
You've never been a third wheel? For any of your friends?
Not on purpose. On accident. You know?
But at least you did it. That was nice.
Yeah, you know, but it's not fun for me.
Yeah. What did you do in that situation? Did you get on your phone?
Yeah, I just be on my phone in the corner, just chilling.
Let's talk more about music. Right now, if you could work with anybody, your bucket list, who would it be?
Billie Eilish.
Ooh. She's a vibe.
She is.
I really like her.
She's amazing. She's really nice in person, too.
How was that?
You know, organic.
Yeah.
I just said, what's up? She already knew, like, the lore. They call it the lore. That's what the kids call it.
Oh.
Lore mean, like, they know about what's going on.
Yeah. Damn it.
About your name, you know?
Yeah. And so Billie Eilish knew what time it was.
Yeah, she's super cool.
Now, would you offer her $2 million for a quick little cameo?
For a verse. A verse, a video. Matter of fact, collab album.
Hold on. If you are open and okay with it, how much money do you make from streaming? Ballpark. You don't have to give us exact.
6 figures. Monthly.
Monthly?
I don't want to like say like a number, but I make good money. Yeah. I make
monthly?
good money. Yeah.
Katrina, we have to think about this. Like, we have to.
But I've been streaming for like 60 days straight. Sometimes, like, I made this album in 7 days, 24 hours, though. Like, they watch me sleep and everything.
You said that you were the first artist to create your album live.
Yeah.
During your stream.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. But that's your creative space. You're not worried about like people, you know, just being nosy, all in your business. Like, oh, that's how he's gonna layer his voice. Oh, that's how he's gonna do his ad libs. Like,
nah, because I mean, like you can get the same template Drake got.
Yeah.
And you can sound just like Drake, but does that mean you're gonna be as successful as him? No.
Right.
So I mean, I think it don't really matter. I did it because I wanted the consumers, the people that's actually gonna listen to the music, to give insight on what they want, like the beats selection and the the songs they want on the album. They have full control of that. I mean, obviously, like I have the control, but like,
Right.
you know, their opinion weighs a lot. So it's like a little voting system.
What did they want that you did not get on this album?
I had a song with Shaboozey called Outlaws.
And
They didn't get it because Shaboozey dropped. He had his own drop going on, so it was like conflicting.
so is that up to Shaboozey to stop it? Or like, how does that work in artist world? Like, give us the behind the scenes.
I mean, it's just a little pushback. Got to wait till it's a clear run. You know, he had his own project coming out around the same time, so you know, it just didn't make sense.
So would that be like a deluxe at a later date? See, now I'm getting it. Because I was
I'm
like,
trying to deluxe like 10 more songs or something like that. Yeah. Gonna be lit.
well, do you think maybe you could get Drake on the deluxe?
Hopefully.
I mean, now that we know that you guys play basketball, he thought you guys bonded. You felt like you didn't bond. I saw the conversation with Speedy.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be great. That'd be...
That'd be amazing. That's like, you know. But you know, sometimes them Drake collabs, man, you got to be ready for it. You got to have a real foundation, because if you don't, you know, it get too colossal, and then all of a sudden you can't get nothing as big as that again, you know?
Yeah. The follow-up has to be strong, for
Very,
sure.
Yeah, very strong, yeah.
Who do you look up to as far as music-wise, career? Like, when you were coming up and you were just like, I really like this person. I like how they move, or I'm inspired by them.
Well, my first inspiration comes from like 50 Cent, G-Unit era, you know? But like career-wise, I would say Drake, longevity.
Yeah.
Staying in the game for a long time. You know, I just want to always feel young to the listener. I don't want to ever become old.
Well, I mean, you are going to, I mean, hopefully,
I am
more
okay.
birthdays.
Yeah.
That just means you're living life.
Yeah. But
Right?
I'm saying to the ear,
Yeah, sure.
I want to be young.
So when you are more experienced, do you find yourself looking forward to making songs that resonate, like, you know, with your life experiences? I think it's going to be great to see, to be honest. The evolution is nice.
Yeah, as I get wiser, the lyrics get a little more complex.
Sure.
As I get more money,
Right.
you know, the lyrics get a little more bougier. So, you know, I'm excited to experience more things in life and expand my lyrics.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, that's the beautiful thing about life and music and what you do is art. And also you share so much of your life. I want to talk about the new album and the name of it, Blame the Chat. When did you last blame the chat and why?
Well,
Be honest. Don't.
No, I blame them every day. Like we get in arguments and stuff every day. Like today I've been like really sleepy.
It's all right.
So I fall asleep in the car, they get mad at me. You know. Little things like that. You know, we get into it, we argue, but
Who's they? And who are you arguing with and why?
the usernames in the chat. The people that's talking and watching, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I go live every day, so a lot of people I memorize and I know who I'm talking to, you know.
So do people get upset, like, if you ever wanted a day off? You know what I mean? Like, they're like, hey, where were you? You didn't check in.
Nah, they tell me to take a day off. It's hard for me. The reason why I don't is because, like, it's like going to the gym. Like, if you go to the gym 4 days in a row, you're going to go the 5th day and you're going to eat healthy.
Right. Yeah.
But if you go to the gym 3 days in a row and then you skip 3 days, you might end up skipping a whole week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you could have, like, a day off, like, one day, like 2? No, that's too much.
I'm scared of myself.
Why?
I just know I have a habit of, like, when I stop something, I get too comfortable of stopping and then I get inconsistent. So that's why I just been trying to go until it's like, all right, I can't go no more.
Yeah. God damn, that's so intense.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so on the album, you got The Baby, Wiz Khalifa, Offset, Bia's on the album. Who is your favorite to work with?
The Baby got great energy.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really, the way he rap and just like the way we was bouncing off of each other, because we made multiple songs. Motion wasn't just the only one. Bia, also, me and her haven't ever made a bad song together.
Great chemistry.
Yeah,
for sure.
Great chemistry. Yeah, we just dropped a music video to the song that we made today. So, you know, it's good chemistry.
Now, we saw the stream with you and Bia, and she said that an ex had stopped you from releasing a song before. How does someone stop it? Like, how does this work in the industry? Is it like clearance, pause?
Nah, it was more so myself. I think that was just worded incorrectly. I stopped it. The song we made was just a little, it was just a little too messy.
I get it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that, though.
Yeah, you know, it just, I feel like all the clips and, you know how clipping work these days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm so surprised that like you deal with it.
Yeah, I don't take it too serious. Like some of it be obviously fake, but a lot of the times it'd be like, this really be the narrative that people running with.
Right.
So I'll be having to comment on it and debunk it. But the things I don't care about, I don't really speak on it.
What is one thing that people ran with that's not true, like narrative-wise, that you're just like, no?
That I'm broke. I don't know where that came from. But, you know, sometimes people come up with that narrative that I'm broke. One that's really crazy, though,
Yeah.
is that I'm ugly. We all know that. That got to be a lie.
So when you see that, what do you say? You're like, come on.
I'm like, where are y'all getting this from? Like, you know, I had to look in the mirror at myself and I had to say, well, am I not seeing the same person? You know what I mean?
Are you ranking yourself when you look at
I
yourself?
give myself a 10. Right now I ain't got no haircut, so I do a 9.5. But like 10 on a regular day.
And a low day is 9.5 or 9.8. Like where?
Low day 9.3. Low.
What takes you to that low place?
Bad haircut, bad fit, no chains on, you know, no earring, you know, just a bad look all around. But I still keep a 9.3.
It's a great average.
Mm-hmm.
You had just posted how you're celibate.
Yes.
6 months.
Yes, I am.
Feeling accomplished.
Feel amazing.
Do you feel like it's changing your perspective? Like, do you feel like you're seeing, I don't know, things in a more clear way or anything like that? What has it done for you in general?
You know, I feel like people that engage in those activities far too much don't really value the woman.
Oh.
You know, I look at a woman's mind.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I look at a woman's everything else outside of what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I enjoy women company. I don't know if you know, but I be around a lot of beautiful women.
Yeah.
You know, but I just enjoy their company. Yeah.
We've seen. There's more to us than just our physical appearances.
That's facts. Intellectually, very caring.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I enjoy. So, you know, it's just, y'all are beautiful specimens.
Yeah. So it's made you appreciate women.
Even more, yes.
Yeah. That's great.
For sure.
How has fatherhood changed you?
A lot. Like, I get so much love from my son, even though he only like 15 months.
He's so sweet. He looks so sweet.
Yeah, but when he see me, he get excited to see me.
Oh.
And like sometimes I'll be away from him for like a little bit of time, and I'll be thinking like, man, he probably forgot I'm his dad. And then he see me, and he be like, and then he be excited. So
They don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh, what's been the hardest part about fatherhood?
I would say being away from him.
Yeah.
You know, I work a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, that's probably like the hardest part. But other than that, I mean, it's fun. Like I used to think before I had a child, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to change diapers, this and that. But like when you have a kid, like nothing makes you disgusted.
Yeah.
You know, nothing is really natty. Like my son then shot turds on the wall. You know,
And you were like, okay, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
That is beautiful. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Now, are you seeing his personality at this point? Like, are you able to see like what annoys him, what doesn't annoy him? And you're just,
it's weird.
what annoys him?
Like if you bother him too much, like if you like tapping him, like trying to get his attention, he'd be like,
get off me.
yeah, why do you keep touching me?
Yeah.
And like if you get in his face too close, he'll slap you. Like he likes his personal space.
Oh, that's good that he knows this from now.
Yeah.
That's great. Got to set your boundaries. You got him a Ferrari for his birthday.
I rented it. I lied. I'm sorry.
You returned it?
Yes. The next day.
Was it by peer pressure? Because everybody was telling you, why did you get your son who's turning 1 a Ferrari?
No, it's like I did it because I wanted to take cool pictures. This is his first birthday. He gonna look back on this 5, 6 years from now and be like, "Damn, I had a Ferrari," and then I can lie to him too and be like, "Yeah, man, it's in the shop," you know, make him get excited again.
And then you took it back. Are you gonna ever tell him that part, or?
Nah, I'm gonna keep a little fairy. I want him to think the Tooth Fairy is real. I want him to continue to think Santa Claus is real. I want to create those fairy tales for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's special. That's a soft side we get to see from you, right? It's beautiful when you're a parent. We're both parents. Our kids are toddlers, and you just want your kids happy, man.
Yeah.
You just want them happy and healthy and having a great time and just being good people in this world. So I totally understand that. And I also had compassion because it was a Ferrari, but at the same time, it's like it was a Ferrari.
Yeah.
But did you care what people had to say?
No, I never care. Sometimes I care.
When was the last time you cared and why?
I only care about things like referring to my art. When people like disrespect my art and what I do for work, because I put a lot of passion into what I do.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's music, streaming, whatever, like I put a lot of effort into what I do. So when people try to like discredit what I do, that's the only thing that can annoy me. But other than that, like I don't really care if people thought it was crazy that I got him a Ferrari. Like, who cares?
Listen, I think maybe down deep inside, maybe we all just want a Ferrari.
Right.
Right? Maybe if you're giving them out, just don't forget about our kids.
I got
you. That's all we're saying at this point.
I got you.
How is your son like you? Anything that you've noticed about him?
When the thing was wild that I noticed about him is he knows when the camera is on.
Interesting.
So like when the camera on him, he clip farms. You know what clip farming is?
No, tell me.
So clip farming is like he acts a certain way because he know it's gonna get clipped.
He's setting you up.
Yes, like he was doing this little thing where like if I blow my breath, had just brushed my teeth.
Yeah.
Just brushed my teeth, right? Listerine, everything, right? Camera ain't on, blow my breath in his face, cool. He laughing, he might close his eyes, whatever, you know, just being a kid. Camera come on, ugh. Yeah, like he only do it when the camera on, but nobody get to see when the camera off. So it was a running joke that, you know, my breath stank, but it don't, I promise.
Oh, he's your biggest hater. I love it.
Yeah.
How do you want him to end up doing any of the things that you do? Streaming, for example. If he's like, Dad, I really want to do streaming, how would you feel about that?
He do whatever he want.
What game would you give him before he decides to do something like that?
Halo. It's a game called Halo. And that's kind of where, like, a lot of people thought I came up with his name, because I came up with his name, by the way.
Oh.
I did, yeah.
I thought it was Hallie who came up with it because the H and the H. No, okay.
That was my idea.
Wait, how did it come about?
Well, that was part of it because he has my last name. So I was like, let me at least give her 3 letters. You know what I mean? So, but.
Very generous of you.
Yeah. So a lot of people thought it was from like Beyonce's song Halo, but it was really because growing up as a child, I always played this game Halo.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like it's like my favorite game, and that's where I really got it from.
It's such a win all around. Everyone gets to be happy.
Yeah.
But down deep inside, you know why the name came about. Wow. Okay, so your song "Don't Take My Son," it was emotional.
That was an old song, though.
But that was so emotional.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Do you find yourself being inspired, you know, by sad moments, happy moments? Obviously, the lyrics speak for itself. But do you find yourself like, you know, sometimes when someone's going through a hard time, they shut down. Do you find yourself, nah, I got to get music done? It's therapeutic to me.
Nah, I think in that moment, because I made that song a little minute ago. In that moment, it was more so just about like creating a different type of sound, you know, different type of music. Because I usually talk about flashy cars, being around girls, this and that. And yeah, I just made that song just out of just on a whim, just in the studio.
Yeah. You know, people thought it was about Hallie, right? Like, you're aware of this.
Nah, I know it just fit the moment at the time.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I didn't intentionally make that for that.
Yeah. But, co-parenting is never easy. What's been, I guess, for you, that something that's worked out for the both of you when it comes to co-parenting and getting to a good place?
Communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just communication and quality time.
Mm-hmm. Communication is the foundation of, I feel like everything. That's not just co-parenting. That's relationships too. Mm-hmm. Do you feel you're a good communicator?
Yeah. I do get frustrated.
Sure.
Easily though. But I try to initially communicate.
Yeah.
In a very civil and very, just be as cool as possible. But I do get easily frustrated.
Who just last frustrated you and why? Hopefully it's not me.
No.
We're going to still get the Ferrari, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we're still on. Okay.
Who frustrated me? Nobody. Sometimes the internet frustrates me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just misunderstood.
What do you feel has been the biggest misunderstanding about you?
I think a lot of people think that I'm arrogant or that I'm not a nice person, based off of certain posts that blogs might try to highlight. Instead of highlighting my accomplishments, they highlight nothing but negativity. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it really is. People but you got to think the people that comment on my life, I always remind myself, they're just bored. They don't really care that much when they cut the phone off.
But does that, I don't know, does it just ever make you say, you know what, I don't want to stream, I don't want to do anything, I just don't want to be putting my life out there?
Nah, I turn negative to positive every time. So if I'm in the blogs for negative reasons, sure, I always turn it into some type of monetary value. I think that's a big gift of mine. Because if a lot of people was in my shoes, they would have been shut down, would have been gave up. But I'm able to push through and continue to work.
Yeah. How did you realize that streaming can turn into such a successful business for you? Do you remember that point when you're like, hold on, I think I just unlocked something crazy right now?
Yeah, I would say after my hit-a-thon. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, the month prior to that, I made money that I care about.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. And then when I started doing it more and being really, really consistent, I start seeing money that I really care about.
Ooh.
Okay, I like this money, So I was like, okay, cool, But I always seen the streamers that's doing it now, and I just see their lifestyle and how they moving, and just seeing what they doing. I'm like, oh, okay. And a lot of other streamers have told me how much money the most money they made in a month.
Yeah. With
streaming, and I'm like, okay.
What's the most you've ever heard somebody make? And you don't have to obviously say their name, but I'm just curious, what is that ballpark?
Millions.
Say it again?
2 to 5 million.
Maybe, month?
Yeah, in a month, something like that. People make a lot of money on there.
Sheesh, why are you doing music?
I have a passion.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on, why are we doing any of this? Let's start streaming right now. Wow. Okay. So does your family or friends ever get annoyed, because of all the streaming? They're like, oh, we don't want to be on it today.
Sometimes, but not as much anymore because everybody's streaming now.
Yeah.
They see the potential and everything. So I feel like it's way more accepted. Because I used to be the one, I'd be like, oh my God, you streaming again? I can't talk. I can't say what I want to say.
Right.
Because I get clipped. Whatever we just talked about just now already on TikTok. Probably on Shade Room.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so it's it get clipped pretty quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah.
You have a lot of power. Is there anything off limits that you won't do or say or show on streaming wise?
I try to limit my son on my live. If I be with my son, I'll be Snapchatting, making little funny videos with him. But when he on my live, he just pop in and out. Mm-hmm. We might play the game, do some fun father-son stuff, but I don't like to really show him too much.
Right.
live because people just weird with kids.
100%. I would say the main thing when it comes to that, as parents, we don't know what people are doing with the photos, or like just in general. The internet is so creepy. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand that. You got to protect your kid because like being a dad is actually the priority in general. Yeah. So, okay, that's good to know. Anything else that's off limits?
Clearly
not farting. We have established that you're good with it. But
but I never farted on stream though.
That we know of.
Right.
I don't know if I trust you now. Like there's a chance.
I ain't never farted.
But anything else that you're like, you know?
I would like to keep like any like future relationships off of a stream. You know, but I'm going to be single till I'm about 49, so.
Why 49? Why not 50? We can round it up.
You're right.
50.
I feel like at 50, it's like I should already be married, you know?
Do you see yourself getting married?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, later on in life.
Okay,
not
60?
Right now. I would like to be married around like mid-40s. Maybe a little early. Like, I want a real long relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I want an established relationship where it's like, okay, we know it is. Maybe be engaged for a year or two or a couple years, whatever. I don't really know how it all works, but I'll probably get married when I'm 79.
I like 79. Yeah. It's an experienced age. Yeah. You know? What are 3 red flags in a relationship? Or in dating, right? You start dating somebody, you see this red flag, you're like, yeah, no, it's checkout time. I can't do that. Something that you've learned over the time.
A girl that put her hands on you, can't do that. Ooh. Can't do that. No.
Damn, that was a serious red flag right now. I was thinking maybe somebody that was constantly texting.
Nah, like, I think physical contact,
of
like
course.
Fighting and stuff. I think another red flag would be boy best friends. Not doing that.
No besties.
Nope, don't exist. No man is 100,000% your friend.
Really?
And the girls I be with are pretty, so I know he's not actually your friend.
Oh, that's my brother. That's bro.
No, because if me and you get into it. And you tell bro, and you go over bro house, and you get to drinking with bro, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You give bro an inch, he gonna take a mile. I don't care how bro and sister y'all is, you know?
Are you anyone's bro?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Okay. Tell me about this money that you offered iShowSpeed. $2 million just for a quick little cameo?
I did, but he said he'd do it for free.
Is that his going rate? Just so that we're all aware if we ever want a cameo video?
Man, that dude getting so much money. I don't think no amount of money would make him do a music video, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, and Speed supported a lot during my hit-a-thon. Because you know the reason I cut my hair is because I hit 40,000 subs, right? Mm-hmm. And in order to sub to somebody, it's like $8. And he sent like 2,000.
Oh.
2,000 subs.
Oh.
Times 8.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So it's basically just kind of paying back a little bit. Like, you know, I think that was really generous though. And I also feel like, do streamers have like a community?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like they defend one another. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's much more supportive than the music industry.
100%. Yeah. Anything is more supportive than the music industry.
Like everybody's envious in this game. You know, it's just like everybody trying to get to the top. But you know, there's less money in this industry.
But I was gonna ask, is it because streamers make substantially more money in general that
right,
we can actually get along because I'm not pocket watching.
Right, and it don't matter what you do, I'm gonna still make my money. So
yeah. So whatever.
Yeah.
What's the number one tip you could give to someone who wants to be a successful streamer?
Consistency. You know, I really just got consistent like 2-3 months ago. Prior to this 2-3 months, I was probably averaging about 500, 900 viewers.
What?
Yes, I streamed for 60 days straight plus.
And how many hours a day was that?
I'll go around like 5 hours is the minimum.
Minimum,
yeah. I do like if I do anything under that, it's because I got something to do.
right?
But 5 hours is the minimum. 24 hours is the max. Actually, 7 days is the max. Some people do it for a whole month straight. It's a girl that's been live for 3 years. She's been live for 3 years.
Have you checked her stream out?
Yeah, but she be chilling a lot though.
Oh,
She just keep it on.
so does
3
that
years.
work though? Does that translate for people? Do people just want to watch someone sitting? Clearly, I don't stream, so I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Does that work?
I don't know. I'm not really like tapped in like that. But me, I don't really like sitting at the desk too much. Like I like
Yeah.
being out and about. You know, it's called IRL streaming.
Yeah.
Putting you on to the lingo.
So for Katrina and I, we're moms, right? We want to get Ferraris for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do? Give us a business plan right now so we could start streaming.
I mean, you got to get the equipment.
We got the equipment.
You sure?
No.
Because I'm telling you, yeah, streaming get expensive. That's the thing. Like,
Okay, wait, how much money do we invest?
you can get your little phone,
Yep, I got.
get your little Galaxy joint.
Okay, we could do it.
Yeah, that's like $1,200.
All right, okay.
Then you got to go ahead and you got to buy the little service. You got to turn the phone on.
Right.
That's
okay.
an extra little $40, $50 a month.
Okay.
And
Kitchen
then you got to,
kindness?
yep. Then you got to get you a little this thing called IRL toolkit. Boom. And
write
that's
that
how you
down.
keep your stream on when it lose connection. Boom. That's like $180 a month, something like that. So now
IRL kit.
you,
okay.
Now you're looking around like that's around like $1,400 you done spent, not including the reoccurring bill every month. So it's like $200 a month off of that. And then you might want to upgrade, get you one of these cameras over here, and that's gonna cost
Your
you.
camera right here, it looks very expensive.
It is.
Now, do I have to get someone who can operate it, like the
Yep.
person who's operating your camera?
So you gotta hire somebody
Aw,
to hold the
damn,
camera
that-
for you.
Do I have to pay insurance too? Like healthcare for people? Like this is a business, clearly.
He don't get any health care.
Come to this side, you'll get healthcare. I'm kidding. Okay, I don't know.
That equipment, that camera, and all of that around like $15,000.
Can I do it in installments? Debatable?
Yeah.
Well,
It gets up there, but it's an investing game. Once you get all the stuff, you're good.
so then what do we do? Like, what do you think two moms should be talking about? What should we stream about?
I mean, you can stream your family,
Yeah.
regular mom stuff. A lot of moms.
My
watch-
breakdowns, like
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there's nothing I could do right.
Mm-hmm.
She runs my life.
Yep. Then you get clipped. Boom.
Done.
Yep. Now you up. Now you making $900,000 a month.
And then I'm gonna send you a message like, we did it.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. We're getting a Ferrari.
Yep.
Okay, so question to your camera person right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does your arm get tired of holding that camera? He's been holding that damn camera the whole time. Like, do you have strong biceps?
He got a girlfriend.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm just curious
Oh, okay,
because
yeah.
Katrina can't hold the camera up for literally 5 minutes.
For real?
Like,
Until my ponytail, I can't hold my.
she can't even do her own ponytail because her arms, I'm not kidding, start hurting.
Well, he be doing. That's like his workout.
It's heavy equipment, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, the camera not that heavy. I can lift that camera better than him.
But I think you're in the gym, though, right?
Yeah, I be in the
okay,
gym.
You don't have to remind everybody and, gym shame all of us.
Yeah.
You go to the gym. What'd you say, 5 days a week, 6 days a week? No days off?
No days off in the gym. I go every day. But he be missing days.
Why?
He's just lazy.
You're a good boss.
Yeah.
Like, he's still here after all that.
Mm-hmm.
Katrina, don't try to go work for DDG. I just saw from the corner of my eye, she's like, I could do really great audio editing. So, gym membership. Okay, so before streaming happened for you, like I said, a lot of us knew you through music.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you ever see yourself not streaming anymore?
Yeah, I think when I'm eventually, I'm telling you, like, I know it may seem like it'd be so weird to me when people call me a streamer because I just really started.
Right.
you know, I got my start on YouTube.
Interesting.
Blogging, yeah, like blogging and stuff. So like when people call me like a streamer, I'll be like, really? I'm a streamer? But it's cool though. I like it.
How is it different than music? Again, knowing you as an artist, what's been the biggest difference between, you know, both worlds?
You know, artists, like I know how to turn the streaming me off and the streaming me on. You know what I mean? Like when I'm just an artist, ain't no stream on, way more player. You know what I mean? I'm just moving a little more swifter, you know? You know, the girls all surrounding me and stuff. When I'm on the
seen.
Yeah. When I'm on the stream though, I'm more not goofy, but like silly and like more of like a kid version of myself.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing you ever did on stream?
And
And you're like, damn, I really can't believe I did that.
I do a lot of embarrassing stuff on the stream, especially in front of some of the most beautiful women too. It's a lot of things
I think they probably find it endearing.
Yeah, you know, I think girls like when I'm more. You know, I like to laugh and joke around a lot. I think girls enjoy that.
No, yeah, Mr. Cool Guy energy. No,
it's not in no more.
It's stiff, and it's like, come on, relax.
Right.
It's not that serious. Have
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah.
But what was something you did that it could have been anything, and you remember you're like, dang, that was a bit cringe.
I don't know. It's so many. Like,
Yeah.
It's so many. I really have to think.
Think about that.
Yeah, like I played basketball recently, right?
Okay. Was this
And
with yourself?
No, it was like a tournament,
Okay.
5v5 tournament. And the night before, I had my album release party, and I was drinking a lot.
It happens. You're celebrating.
Exactly.
Don't
And
be
then
hard on yourself.
I barely slept. You know, I stayed out late, and I had to play basketball for about 4 hours. I played in about 5 games. Over the course of those 5 games, I scored 4 points. And I'm talking about air balls to the point where people thought it was something like mentally and physically wrong with me, you know? And it was beautiful women watching. So I was very embarrassed and I was frustrated with myself.
Did that, I don't know, were they not checking for you after that when they realized, wow?
It was a little lag on the text, you know? But, you know, it happens. I definitely deserved it, for sure.
Wow. Listen, it happens. Don't be too hard on yourself. We're going to play a fun game. It's called DDG Decides. So I'm going to just give you different scenarios, and you just tell me what you would do in them.
Okay,
it's
bet.
fun.
Got you.
Now, you said you'd spend $15,000 on a designer bag for a nice, lovely person, right? Nice woman that you met, but you wouldn't cover her rent. Why? I mean, the rent seems like it'd be cheaper.
No, it ain't. Because rent is monthly. Now, say her rent $3,000. She got a whole year lease.
Yeah.
3,000 times 12 is 36,000.
You're good with math.
Exactly. A bag is 15,000. That's cut in half plus more. Saving money over time.
I mean, when you put it like that, that does make sense. But maybe you're not going to date her that long. Or is it like a yearly thing?
I feel like if you got to pay a girl rent, that's expected every month. If you give a girl a bag, it's like, cool. Like, she's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
She get to wear it. She
Yeah.
get to show it off in her outfit. It kind of means more than paying a girl rent.
Has anyone ever just asked you that? Like, early on?
To pay rent?
Yeah.
I've been asked that before.
What did you say?
No. No.
No.
No, I'm not paying rent.
How did they ask? I'm just so curious. That's so ballsy to me.
Yeah, like I got my rent's late, or I gotta get my rent paid. Blah blah blah. Well, figure it out.
I thought we're appreciating women.
I am, but I also, how is she supposed to become a boss?
Right. She's
If
got to
I'm
get her own.
Yeah, she got to get on her own. You got to think of it that way,
All right, you're driving a 2-seater and it's raining outside and you have to drive your mom or your lady home. Who gets the seat?
My mom.
Good answer.
Uber. I'm gonna send her a black truck.
Oh. You
know?
get the upgraded SUV.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna get my mom out and I'm gonna get you an Uber Black.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And then we're gonna meet you at the spot and then I'm gonna drop my mom off and then you get back in the seat.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah.
You are. Okay. Well, let's say you're dating somebody. She surprises you with this really nice, expensive gift, but you hate it. Do you tell her?
No.
Never.
No, I never tell her.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, I've gotten gifts that was like, yeah. But I would never like, you know what I mean? I appreciate any gift. I don't get gifts. So like,
What?
I don't get gifts. Like if a girl bought me a Kit Kat, I might fall in love. Like a Kit Kat, it can be like anything as small as one of these.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody gave me this. And it meant a lot.
Did
It's
you
only
fall
like-
in love with them?
Nah, but it was only
Okay.
like, you know, it was
It was
like
thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful.
They clearly saw that you needed something.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, what if you saw your best friend's significant other cheating on them in public? In that moment, do you confront the cheater or do you call your friend and say, hey, I just saw or I'm watching so and so right now?
I call my friend. It's not my business to go and confront, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd rather just call and snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let them figure it out.
What if you're getting cheated on? Do you want somebody to tell you?
For sure. 100%.
Would you want them to confront the person that's cheating?
No. I would rather them send me a picture and then, you know, I handle it how I handle it whenever I see the person. But if a girl is cheating on me and my friend didn't see, I would rather the girl not tell me.
Ooh.
I'd rather be cheated on in silence.
Have you been cheated on?
Yeah.
How did you find out?
Might have went through a phone or something. You know, something like that.
Do you think it's important to share your passcode in a relationship?
No.
No, so no sharing.
No sharing. I don't want to know your code. I don't want you to know mines. I only go through phones when they go through my phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
But how can you go through mine? I can't go through yours.
Yeah. How about sharing location?
No. Negative. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
Like what type of privacy is that? Like
There is none.
if you need to share locations, that means you don't need to be in a relationship. Because what you
Yeah.
gonna do? Pop up?
But what if it's for safety reasons?
Nah, can't do that.
Oh
I mean, if you marry, maybe I guess it's
Yeah.
different. But like, or if you with the kids and you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like stuff like that makes sense. But like, just straight up sharing locations off boyfriend girlfriend, we've been together for a year or two. Boom, not going for that. No.
Yeah. Well, I encourage everyone to snoop through everyone's phone early on in the relationship, like dating. You just gotta know who you're getting involved with nowadays.
Sometimes it's better to be delusional.
We like delusion at times.
Yeah, it's more fun to be delusional.
All right, before we wrap up, I want just a couple things about your album, Blame the Chat, which is out now. 3 words to describe the album.
Versatile. No skips. That's 3 words, huh?
Those. No, I'm gonna no skips is 1 for
All right.
me.
One thought.
Yeah, it's one
All right,
thought.
bet,
We're
bet.
good. And
No,
one more.
no skips. And I would say beautiful.
What was the one song that was the hardest to make?
The hardest to make, the last song called No Help.
Why?
Because the producer, I originally made the song. The producer ended up selling the beat without telling me. Boom. He sold the beat. I had to go to the studio, get the beat remade. The beat sounded too similar to the beat that was already sold. So I had to go back, remake the beat again to the song it is now. So that kind of slowed my whole release process up and playlisting and things like that. So that producer owes me money.
Oh no. It sounds like it's gonna be like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the one song that you had the most fun making?
The most fun making. Maybe I would say Speed. it was fun, like making the song. Like even though like the process was like, you know, the song was kind of halfway done already.
Sure.
But like just the vibe of the house, you know, the hit-a-thon, I had a whole house, pool, basketball court, 100 girls. You know, it was just
Seemed like more, but
yeah, it's probably 3,000.
You're being humble right now.
Yeah, like 300, 400, you know. But it was a good time. I had a great time.
Yeah. We had Wiz on the show, and he talked about how he DM'd you and just pulled up. And
That was right here? Oh, that is the sign.
Yeah.
I did just see
it
that
happened here.
I
We
that,
love Wiz.
Yeah.
Wiz is amazing. I've seen his career over the years, and I just, you know, I get everything you said about Wiz 100%. Just great vibes. So I like to hear that. Now, you have posted, I should have never said that in my album. What were you referencing to?
I don't know. You got to listen.
And I got to take a guess?
Yep.
I think I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's 15 songs. It's a lot.
34 minutes. That's easy. That's a drive. That's if you drive from here to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's in traffic. I mean, you could probably listen to it twice.
Exactly.
Technically.
Yeah, just listen to it on the way home. That's all.
That's it. Easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not that we are trying to flirt with you or anything, but it makes me sad that you've never gotten anything like a gift-wise. So Katrina and I, luckily, I have my children's book that I'm going to give to you so you can read it to your son.
Thank you.
I wrote it with my husband, and all of our proceeds go to our nonprofit that helps and does great work in the community. So it's a gift. It's really for your son, but I hope it makes you feel special.
Thank you. I'm going to read it for myself, too.
Yeah, it's called We Are For You and Me, and it was written by Colin and I. So, Katrina, go and get it right now. Try to find something else we could give DDG so that we're on his good side. Hold on. Katrina's got a drink.
Here you go. Our gift
nice.
to you.
Gracias.
Can you
Oh,
open
that's
it?
nice. See, this is
We
dangerous.
got you candy.
This is dangerous.
Yeah. You can work it out at the gym. I'm sorry. Did this mess up your routine?
No, like
Okay.
this is making my heart.
What do they do now? It's this?
Just hurry up and friends on me.
Okay, wait. And gushers. I love gushers.
Yeah, I do
so
too.
that's a big deal right there.
It is a
Now,
big
Katrina,
deal.
where's the book? Oh, okay. I was like, God, we did all that. So this is our book, our children's book that we did with Scholastic. So please.
Oh, this show.
That's my husband.
Oh,
Colin.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
And so read that to your son. Have fun. So we hope you enjoyed our gift. We hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us, and come back soon.
Oh, that's what's up.
And
And got
can-
a sky top on here too. You know what a sky top is?
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah. Show the camera. Is this live?
Yes.
Oh, hello, friends. Hello, friends. But thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. Come back anytime. We'll have more gifts.
Of course.
And just know it was great.
Thank
And I'm
you.
proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm happy that, you're putting music out and doing both things. Enjoy this. Enjoy the money, I'm sure. But I enjoy music.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations. And we'll see you again.
All right.
Oh my gosh, it's streaming. I'm kidding. Bye, guys.